Hey everyone, so today's guest is Prashant Chopra, who has an Under-19 World Cup title under his name. It was the 2012 one. He has joined, so I'm just going to add him in quickly. So I'm going to be asking you a few other questions that I already asked again as
Sure,
well in here.
sure, no worries.
Okay. So during the quarantine, kind of how have you been spending your time with the family?
Uh, it's basically sitting with them a lot. Uh, just it's quite different. Like uh, earlier, we didn't get the time. Whenever I used to come home, I used to be in my room, or like I used to come for a day or two. So it
Huh.
was basically mostly I used to sleep till late, till late and get up and just eat my food and back in my room. So now I'm just sitting with them. In the evenings, my mom joined me for like small training session up when I'm in the evening also when I'm working out. So she'll also come up and my all three dogs will come and we just enjoy the air up on the terrace and sometimes in the evening, like my dad when he makes tea and somewhere around 5 in the evening, so we all three sit together out in the balcony and we just chill and we try to every weekend Sunday evening we try to like my dad cooks something special, so we try to just sit out in the balcony, put on the music and we try to spend that time together, so forgetting everything in like whatever is going throughout the day or throughout the world, we're forgetting those tensions and
Yeah.
just enjoying that time together.
And so with the training, what are some specific things you've been doing? Like how much time do you spend training every day and what kind of things have you been doing?
My trainer basically he's given me a schedule, so it's like I have to work on my strength and at the same time I need to keep working on my uh, running thing as well, because if you're not working on your running thing then your body might get slow with only
Yeah.
training giving your body strength. So he's given me a specific training program. So in the morning I feel that early morning it's the best time when I can work out. So it's an hour schedule in the morning and probably uh, in the evening I just tend to do a bit of skippings and
Mm.
core workout that goes for around 15-20 minutes in the evening. So that time in the evening somewhere around 6 o'clock, which is tough to pass once you are in the quarantine time. So
Mm.
that time also passes and I'm trying to figure out what were the issues with my body and I've been working on that and improving on my weaker body parts and making
Yeah.
them strong so that I cut down the uh, risk factor of my injury during the season, because we
Yeah.
hardly get the time to train during the season because it's like you're just traveling playing matches, so you tend to fall apart from your training program. But now so in this specifically I got before the lockdown and was implemented, I got that time with him, like
Yeah.
good 1 week with him, so he could analyze my body, he monitored my body, which all were the areas we needed to work on. So he specified those areas and he's given me a set of program which I'm following, and every day somewhere around 1.5 hour I need to work on that.
Okay. So अगर आपको कोई और क्रिकेटर के साथ क्वारंटीन होना पड़े, who would that cricketer be? Who's the friend you can
uh,
spend this much time with?
Friend, it's tough, you can't spend the time with cricketers, but yeah, there are two people I can spend time with, like 2 to 3 guys. One has to be my, we have been roommates for 6 years for Himachal also, Ranji Trophy we played together. It's Rahul Singh and Ankit Sharma from Rajasthan Royals. He's played for MP. He's one of my very good friends. He's like a
Okay.
elder brother to me. And
Mm.
then there is Mayank Dagar from Himachal. So we three can like I can spend quarantine with them.
Yeah, you'd be entertained well, so it'd be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go to your childhood now. So when did you start playing cricket?
I started at a very early age, somewhere around seven I would say,
Okay.
because my dad was a cricket coach. He's just retired from his like government sector, and but is still continuing with that. So I was fortunate enough to like have my dad in on the coaching sector, and I used to go with him back in like Solon when we used to stay over there. So I was 7 years old. So every day in the evening, I used to go with him for the nets. And once every senior player batted and the nets were going to be shut off, then I used to get to bat for a while. So like 5 minutes. So they used to throw balls at me. So that was the time when I actually started playing cricket. So yeah, it's
And
been a
then
long
when
time.
did you think that you were going to take cricket to the professional side? So when did that kind of happen?
Uh, I never thought of it. I was just like, I love playing cricket. So back in 2005, my dad got
Yeah.
posted to Delhi. He was transferred to Delhi National Stadium. So it was actually the hub of Delhi cricket. Every international player was coming there. And from Mahendra Singh Dhoni to, I would say, Murli Karthik, everyone used to come. Yuvraj Singh, sometimes he used to come. Mohammad Kaif used to come. So once I went there, I saw the uh, atmosphere over there, and I used to practice with those like senior guys. And actually, I for the first time in 2005 when we went there, that was actually the first time I was doing a net on the turf wicket. Earlier, I used to do it on a concrete wicket in Himachal, Solan, because we didn't had a turf wicket over there. It was only matting or cement wicket. So turf wicket in Delhi, there actually I got the chance to play, and slowly and steadily I was progressing. Unmukt was also with me over there. We both used to practice together, and suddenly then I started playing state for HP. So it just went step by step by step, and like played under 15s for Himachal, under 16 Himachal. Then when under 19 World Cup came up to me, then it was like, no boss, this is where I am focusing on. So then it went towards, like, it was not that from childhood my family was like he should pursue cricket as a profession. My dad, till my under 19 World Cup, he was just like, focus on your cricket also, but at the same time the studies shouldn't fall apart. So I was giving both the part equal time, whatever the best I could. But then it actually, after under 19 World Cup when it came, then it was like, this has to be the professional side.
Yeah. So speaking school का, तो सबसे ज़्यादा subject कौन सा hate करते थे?
I hated many. It was basically maths, quite different, algebraic things and all those stuff, and somewhat history, which no one should hate. Yeah, no one should hate. But I used to hate social science and all those stuff. I used to love chemistry and physics. So yeah, that was quite fun.
तो कितनी बार क्लास बंक होती थी क्रिकेट के लिए ऐसे ही खेलने में? नहीं?
Never. I was never.
You were a good child, good student.
Yeah, good student. I never bunked the class. That complaint never came up to my family.
The next question, एक story में जिसमें आपको डांट मिली हो, या you got in trouble when you were younger, whether it be school or at home, if you've done anything bad, maybe कुछ ना
हो. It was quite different. I was a notorious kid when I was very young. Everyone is when they're in KG or LKG, UKGs and all the stuff, nurseries. My mom tells me that story that my class teacher called them, like, what does this guy do? Like, what happened, ma'am? It's like, he wrote A, B, C, D, and I asked to write it in a like small and big like that. You had to write when you're in nursery. So he went back in 5 minutes. He came back. One page he has written A. Second page is written B, 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 B. She's like, whenever I'm writing something on the blackboard, he'll stand up on his chair and he'll start dancing. He'll make fun of me. So that was
Really?
one story. And my family was like that time my family was really angry on me, and then they was always worried because they used to give me something else for lunch when I used to
Hmm.
come back. My lunch box had something else in it. So she was, they were worried, and then they scolded me, "What the hell are you doing?" So they'll give me somewhat parantha, and when I'll come back, it'll be omelette in it.
Okay.
They were like you like I used to uh, like take it from the other kids,
Okay.
and I used
थोड़ा
to
सा
scold them,
trade
and
कर
I
लो
just say
ये.
I'll just snatch it from them. I was like, you eat mine, I'll take yours.
मतलब उनको पूछना भी नहीं है, सीधा दे दो.
No. Yeah, I was like that.
काफी चेंज आ गया है.
Yeah, now it's quite different with me.
I mean, बहन के साथ ज्यादा, did you fight a lot with your sister growing up?
Yeah, we
Not,
used to
yeah,
fight.
normal.
Normal fights.
Yeah,
Not that many fights, but yeah, occasional fights we used to
yeah.
have.
Yeah. नहीं, मैंने I think छोटी थी तब, मेरी younger sister है, so I cut her hair. I
Okay,
was like, you know, मेरी
okay,
doll है, तो मतलब कि उसके बाल
okay.
काट लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो.
No, I couldn't do that. If I would have done that, I wouldn't have been alive.
Okay, let's go to cricket now. So जब
Yeah.
अंडर 19 वर्ल्ड कप था 2011, जो 2012 का था, तो जब आप स्क्वाड में एडेड हो गए, तो वो कैसा फीलिंग था? So obviously you were added in, like, I guess what, maybe a day before or just a few days before, or how did that happen?
Okay,
Or
I guess
before
a
they
lot
were
of people
traveling?
have no. A lot of people have that misconception that I was called a day before the World
Yeah.
Cup when Manan got injured. Actually, the initial 15, I was in the squad of 15. Hanuma
Yeah.
Vihari wasn't there, and
Okay.
Hanuma Vihari was the replacement of Manan Bora.
Okay.
I was actually in the squad from day one. And I
Okay.
was attending the camp in Bangalore only, the
Yeah.
Under 19 World Cup camp when Manan got injured.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people have that.
Yeah, that is a lot of,
misconception
I think that's like what a lot of articles and things say. So that's good.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
know
those
now what
articles
actually
came up.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
So
articles came up, so I didn't worry about that. But I was there in the squad, but playing obviously was something questionable because I was kept as a second wicket keeper batsman. If required, Smith Patel, if he gets injured or if he's not doing well, so somewhere then we can fix him. But Manan and Unmukt were likely to open for us. And somewhere down, if I had got the opportunity, maybe later half of the tournament, if I had that luck. But unfortunately, Manan got injured, so then they were left with me and Akhil to choose from, who's gonna open with Unmukt. And I had a really good under 19 season, and I was playing Ranji One Days for Himachal, and I was performing really well in all the chances whichever I had got in the camps. Also, I did really well, and when we went to Australia, first game against Sri Lanka, I didn't get an opportunity to play practice game, and the second practice game was against Afghanistan when I got to open the innings, and there I scored somewhere around 70-80 runs. So then the coach Bharat Tarun was convinced, and R. Sridhar, he used to love my batting style, and he also had a word with him. A lot of other guys, Sandeep Sharma from the squad, he was in good talk with Bharat Tarun sir, because he's already played the World Cup under 19 before that. So he was talking to him like, sir, if you can go with him, because he is one player we have seen since a very long time, and he can make a really big difference. So that's how it turned out for me, and I got in the 11. That chance came to me, but I was constantly working on my batting when in Bangalore also, not getting that much opportunity, but whatever opportunity I had, I just made utilize of that in the nets, that maybe I might get a chance to play whenever I can. But unfortunately it came in this way, where Manan got injured and then Vihari was the replacement, where other people thought that Prashant was the replacement of him.
Yeah.
So
that's a good misconception that was cleared as well.
Yeah.
So in 2017 in Dharamshala, right? So we spoke about this inning. So one, the first day, you also made that record at that time for the highest individual score as well to be played in a day. So then the next day, right, you had that, for that to go and be converted into a triple century as well on your birthday. So kind of how was that moment and how did it feel? I mean, it was your birthday as well. So kind of, you know, how special was it? And after the match, kind of what exactly happened? You know, I'm sure you got a lot of phone calls, one for the wish and also for your incredible knock. So kind of explain to me what happened.
It was a special feeling basically. Everyone wants dreams of scoring a triple hundred for his Ranji side, and I was talking about this inning, like scoring a triple hundred. I guess 3 seasons back, only 3 to 4 seasons back, when everyone was like, that guy has scored these many runs, that guy has scored these many runs. I was like, what's the difference? Only a triple hundred, no? So one inning I'll score a 300, I'll go ahead from them. So everyone used to look at me and they were like, okay, you're talking something which we don't feel you can achieve. And I was like, okay dude, I know what I can do. And this was something which every time came up to my mind. And on day one, obviously I didn't thought of that. I just wanted to begin this run. That was actually the first game versus Punjab, and I wanted to begin that on a good note. We prepared a good batting wicket for that game, because Vikram sir didn't want to take a chance. He was like, we'll play on a good wicket. For us, a good wicket is like a seaming wicket. For the other Himachal players, we can tackle that seaming wicket much better than the other side. So he was like, we'll see how the match goes, and it's the initial stage where all the batsmen need to feel well. So yeah, it began suddenly. In no time, I scored a 50. So I had a relief. Okay, I started off well, 50. So by the time of lunch, I was around 85. So then my thought came up to me, and Vikram sir actually came to me, and he was like, इंडिया ए में नाम है, इधर से 100 बना के जाएगा तो वहां पे बाहर बैठेगा, 200 बनाएगा तो मैच खेलेगा. Like, okay sir. He didn't talk about 100. So I was like, okay sir. So I went in, I guess in next 2 overs I scored those 15 runs. So 100 came up to me, again a good feeling. But then once the 100 came up to me, I was like, boss, you're starting from zero now. So I counted every single run till 338, which no one believes me that I can count. I was actually counting from zero till 338. Wow. Every run I counted. That once I reached a landmark, when I reached 100, I was like 0, 1, 2, 3, again you need to reach. Then when I reached 150, I was like, okay, now again 0 to 50, 200. So that's how I managed my this way. I was not thinking about how much runs I have scored. I was just thinking about 0 to how many runs I have scored. So that was a special good thing for me to just take my concentration away from the runs thing and just focus on my batting. And it was one of those days when every ball which I was hitting was from the middle of the bat, and it was going in the gap. Having 3 fielders on one side and still hitting through the gap, I won't say that I was hitting through the gap. It was one of those days when every shot went into the gap. Yes, I had prepared well. So those days do come for you. And I guess after 200, I actually slowed down a bit. I was before tea, like almost on tea session. After that, I had around 1.5, 2 hours. Once I reached 200, 2 hours were still left. So actually I slowed down a bit. I was like, now it's time to just slowly play out the day and not get out. And I had the guidance of senior partner Paras Dogra, who's been a legend for Himachal. He guided me. He was really happy, and he was like, just keep playing. And I was just batting, enjoying the batting inside. And Harbhajan Singh was there in the room on the top of the stadium, and actually I gave him that thank you gesture from the ground when I scored a double 100, because he sponsored my kitting, like sports gears. I play with his company. So he was really happy for me. He's always, the day he has met me, he's like, you have something special.
Yeah.
So then I slowed down. Then I reached some 271 when I came not out, and they were like the record for the highest runs is somewhere around 276 in day one.
Yeah.
275 or 276.
Yeah.
I was like, why didn't you tell me? I could have scored those 5-6 runs also.
Yeah. So overall, you're
It's like,
second, but for Himachal, I mean, you
yeah,
still have your record. Yeah.
Himachal, the highest till date was 271, the entire score. That was from Rajiv Nair, again a legend from Himachal. He scored maximum for Himachal. So yeah, and I guess when I came back, I didn't had those stats in my mind. Only one stat that I could have broken that record of thing. But then the next day I was like, boss, this feeling will never ever come to you if I can score a 100 on my birthday.
And you're the only one who's also done that as well. So I mean, that's another record of itself. For a triple century
Indian,
and that,
yeah. I guess only Indian. But I was feeling that you don't have those many opportunities to give yourself that gift. You always get gifts from others, and you are giving gift to someone else, and giving yourself a gift of somewhat 100 on a birthday could be really amazing. And I just went with the flow, and I knew that I finished on 271, but next day I will start from zero. I just couldn't go in and just hit from ball one. I had to, and they were bowling well. They had the experience, and next day they were bowling well, quick, and on day one also. But second day, it's a new fresh day. They are also charged up, and I took my time initially, which Vikram sir was also surprised. He was like, you played sensibly early in the morning. I was like, yes sir, because I knew that I don't have to rush for 300. It'll actually come to me. Then once I negated that first 15-20 minutes, and then everything fell in my way. And I was on 299 when my cousin brother, he drove from Amritsar. It's like a 3 hours drive. He especially came to me, see me score. He came for my birthday and see me scoring a 100, and I was on 299 when he actually entered this ground, and he shouted from there. And I looked at him, and I scored that shot. And the first thing I was like, I looked at him, and I was really happy that someone from my family is there. And that's a good feeling that'll always stay in my head and always in my heart.
Yeah, no, definitely. So you've been with Himachal since 2002. What have some of your best moments been? I mean, obviously I know that is one, but you've been growing with your own cricket as well with the team. So what are some other favorite moments that you have, whether it be off the field, on the field, anything?
On the field, we have had a lot of moments. Back in 2015, I guess 15-16 season, it was wonders. Vijay Hazare, we qualified for the knockouts, then we played the semi-finals. We beat Punjab in the quarterfinals. Then in Delhi, we lost to Delhi in the semi-finals. But that was the first time where Himachal ever qualified in the Ranji Wonders for the knockout stages, and we lost the first game of the league stage. After that, we didn't even lose a single game. We beat Bengal, we beat MP, we beat we beat Saurashtra. All the big sides we were beating, and beating Punjab, we chased around 250, I guess. No one expected us to chase 250. That was a special feeling, and a special feeling throughout the season. And then I remember in 2018-17 season, I guess, we were playing in Cuttack, the Wonders, and against Delhi we scored around 350 runs. And first game we lost against Maharashtra, but second game we were playing against Delhi, and Gautam Bia was playing, and Navdeep Saini, Rishabh Pant, everyone was there. And luckily I scored 150 in that innings, and that was a special inning for me also. And then beating Delhi by a margin of somewhere around 200 run was something like really amazing, getting them out for 150 after scoring a 350. And that was a good batting track, and that was special game for the entire Himachal team. And everyone knew that this Himachal team is somewhat different. No one expected that from a Himachal team. And again against Delhi, we did the same thing. we beat them because Delhi is a very big side. So for a team like Himachal, no one expected, and then the players started recognizing us. Every team was like, your team is somewhat has changed, and it's you guys have really good talent and you are working really hard. So I have had really amazing moments with my Ranji Trophy teammates as well. These few games have been really amazing for us.
Okay. So now in 2018, where were you when the IPL auction was happening? Were you watching it?
Yeah, I was like first day I watched. We were attending our camp. I recently became the captain, like the T20s. I captain for Himachal for the first time. Then it was the Vijay Hazare One Day tournament in Himachal, and we were practicing over there. And our coach didn't come. We had a fitness test that day. I guess yo-yo test was there. The first day of auction when my name was to come. So we were doing our yo-yo test. In the evening, I finished off the hotel. I was sitting and I'm watching. There was one guy with me, roommate with me, and he was like, "We'll watch it together." So my name came up, and I went unsold. I was like, "Okay." I was disappointed because I had performed well, and I was like, I expected to be there. But then he was like, that guy. His name is Ankit. He also lives in Chandigarh only. So he was like, after half an hour, 1 hour, he came up to me. He's like, "Let's go out." I was like, "Boss, I don't want to." He's like, chal, tu kal, you'll be sold tomorrow. Don't worry. I was like, chod. He's like, nahi, chal. So he took me out for like good half an hour. My mind was fresh. Same cousin brother was in Dharamshala only. He was in McLeodganj. He didn't call me. He was actually really sad. He didn't call me. He's like, I feel you'll be disappointed, and I don't want to disturb you. Next day we had a fielding session going on. In the morning we had few tests. So in the afternoon after the lunch session, so I went to my. There were under 23 players staying in the rooms above the stadium. So I went to their room. They were like, break chal rahi hai, auction ke. Like, I don't want to see the auction. I'm just going for my fielding session. I didn't watch the entire auction that day. So I remember once I went for the fielding session, in next 15-20 minutes, suddenly those guys were jumping out and screaming my name, PCY, PCY. I was like, what happened? I had hit a direct hit. I was like, direct hitting mari kya hua? Why you're screaming? And like, you have been sold. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, he was sold to Rajasthan Royals. I was like, okay, that actually that was the first time when I didn't saw my auction and I actually was picked. So that's how my auction went.
So what was your favorite memory with Rajasthan Royals?
Favorite memory, I would say, few games beating Mumbai Indians. I guess Gautam scored 11 balls, 33 runs in 3 overs of. We had to change them around 40 plus runs. That was a special moment for us. Beating Chennai Super Kings in Rajasthan, in Jaipur. That was my debut game. I played my first game, and the way Jos Buttler batted, that was a special feeling. And actually, the moments which we in the dressing room you dream of, being a part of the dressing room where you have Ajinkya Rahane, you have Steve Smith, you have Jos Buttler, you have the greatest Ben Stokes and all this stuff. And those guys are really fun when you interact with them. Someone, I remember Jos coming up to me and like, "Hi, I'm Jos." I was like, who doesn't know you?
Yeah, I mean, that's so like down to earth, you know? So yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, and having Shane Warne, the legend you have watched, and he is the mentor over there.
Exactly.
Like, every time when I used to be in the dugout, he used to come and sit with me. Everyone was like, "What is Shane Warne talking to you?" I was like, "No, we are just discussing the game." It's like, no, he's always coming and sitting with you, talking to you. It seems you're scheme in the scheme of things. I was like, yeah, everyone is in the scheme of things, but yeah, we gel up really well, and he teaches me some things of bowling also, and he interacts with me about how the game is going, what we need to do. So those were the feelings which you always want to have as a cricketer.
Yeah, definitely. Which Rajasthan Royals player did you hang out with the most off the field? So obviously you guys are always traveling together. So who was your buddy?
Uh, First season, I would say Ankit Sharma. He
Okay.
was the buddy. Second season, we didn't get to hang out much, but it was Manan. Manan Gora. I used to sit with him, and then Mahipal Lomro was there. Sometimes I used to go with Sanju for a dinner. We used to go
Yeah.
together, or else it was Ben Stokes. So we used to go out for dinner when we were in Delhi. He was like, which is a nice place to have eat food. I used to take them out, like, let's go out. When we
Yeah.
came to Chandigarh last season also, so I took Ben, I took Stokesy, I took Joss Butler and Liam, I guess. Yeah, we three went together. I was like, don't worry, it's my city. We'll go together. I took them for a drive on my car and took them to eat some good food.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I was in Punjab last year for the first time, and it was incredible. I loved it, especially the food. Too good.
Yeah.
Okay, so cricket always has many ups and downs. So how do you always make sure that you end up on the positive side, right? That you don't let it get like you don't let it affect you.
It's tough. Sometimes emotions are there because it's not just you. One thing everyone needs to, like, it's a reality check also. Like, it's not always about you. Your family is there. The family of the family is there. Your mom's family, your dad's family, your sister's family, whichever you have. So a lot of people are with you in that.
Yeah.
So sometimes it gets really tough when you're not doing well. But at the same time, you need to give yourself that time. You need to realize that it's not life. Life is something different. There's a misconception where people say that cricket is my life or this is my life. Cricket is a part of your life. You need to give this thing the amount of time required. Yes, this 10 years of your cricket, you need to give your 100% to cricket. So this is a part of your life which you need to give 100% commitment when you're playing it. But you need to realize there are other things also, giving importance to other things also. You need to have your go-to thing when you go back in the room. For me, it's like when I go back in the room, I generally don't watch even a cricket match. I hardly watch a cricket match on the TV. I avoid. I just listen to music or watch movies, and I don't put on the TV also when we are in the hotel. So my TV will be switched off. I'll try to keep the phones aside and just give myself that time.
Yeah.
The me time which is required, which is like music, singing, or watching some movies, and generally trying to watch the movies which are funny, because you need to have that happiness in you, because all the tensions in the ground, once you leave from the ground, you need to let go of the things. And that's one thing everyone needs to manage really well. So I tend to do that way. Once I leave from the ground, it's not always I'm able to do that. Sometimes the pressure gets really on me too, and I'm like, you get tense. But then it's the time that you just head out for a while, go out. I'll just go out to watch any movie, or I just go out to the mall to eat some food, or whatever food I love, which is my craving. I'll just go and eat that. So at least I'll give that pleasure to me.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love the sport so much, because for me, like, being a cricketer is commendable because it's not that physical part, it's that mental part that, it is really challenging. You're not always gonna, like, even Virat Kohli, it's not like he scores in every match, right? So even being the number one player, he has his ups and downs and everything. So it just shows that, this is a part of the sport, and just to be able to play a sport like that is just hats off, honestly.
It's tough because not a lot of people talk about mental aspect. They're only focusing on skill, technique, and all those stuff. Mental aspect plays 80% of your role. Out of the 100%, 80% is mental cricket, which when I interacted with MS also, he was like, 80% is mental, and we hardly think about that. So it's like, just be strong from your head, think what is important for you, and just let go of the things. When the things will come, ups and downs will come, you need to accept that. The hardest thing, the thing is, like, we as human beings don't have the tendency of accepting things. We are like, why is it happening to me? Why I did this, I did that. What and especially when we are not doing well, we are just focusing on our mistakes. It's like, it's not always the mistake. It's like I had a very genuine conversation with him. I was like, I didn't score well, but in one game I scored 100, but I didn't get that feel good factor because it was a scratchy innings for me. I was not timing the ball well, and throughout the season I was not able to find my timing. He was like, you yourself are saying you scored 100. It was a scratchy innings. So he was like, what matters to you, a class innings or a scratchy inning which is giving you 100? I was like, 100. He's like, then why you are worried of scoring every shot from the middle of the bat? He's like, it's about scoring runs, so score runs. Don't worry about the negative part. Think about the positive part. So
I think that's really important. So next question, how did you become an all-rounder? The batting, bowling, wicket keeping, like, how did all these skills kind of fall into you?
And batting was one thing I always loved. I enjoyed. So and keeping was thing. Then when we used to play school cricket back in Himachal, or all those gully cricket, so I used to keep wickets there. I enjoyed keeping. So somewhat I like those big gloves coming, and you can just grab the ball, that small tiny ball. So I used to watch. At that time it was Adam Gilchrist, which was a legend, and I enjoyed watching him. So I used to copy everything. And bowling, my dad always wanted me to become a batsman who bowls. Never a wicket keeper. He never wanted me to be a wicket keeper because wicket keepers get a lot of injuries on their finger. So he was like, keep bowling also. So I used to copy Shane Warne at that time, leg spin. I used to bowl medium pace also. I enjoyed bowling fast bowling. Never wanted to bowl a leg spin. So he was like, no, bowl leg spin. You can't bowl fast bowl. So that's how I became an all-rounder. I kept doing batting. I gave my 100%, but then to my bowling part, to my wicket keeping is something which comes naturally to me. It's a gift of God, I would say, which I just love. Whenever I wear the gloves, everyone is like, do you practice keeping? I was like, never. And they're like, how can you do it that well? I was like, I don't know. It comes naturally to me. And then bowling, I worked on my bowling. I was working really well. So that has helped me. So it's somewhere a bit of timing given to every aspect. So that's how I became the complete all-rounder.
Okay. So now let's talk beyond cricket. So favorite movie? All-time favorite movie?
Hamari Adhuri Kahani,
yeah. So when did you get fond of tattoos?
Tattoos, I would say 2017 it was, 16, when 17 it was, when Ankush Bains from Himachal, he's a wicketkeeper, so he had one tattoo. So I guess we were in Bangalore, and I somewhat loved watching those guys having tattoos. Like, suddenly the game got over early. So Paras Dogra was also there. He also had a tattoo on his chest. It was like, I want to go and have a tattoo. I was like, okay, I'll also come. I also want to have a tattoo. Nothing in my mind what I'll have. So we had that 1.5 hour drive from the hotel to the tattoo artist guy. And Ankush was like, but tujhe banana kya hai? Like, something related to my birth date and something, no concept. But then in that 1.5 hour, we decided what I need to make. And then that was actually the day where I got fond of tattoos. Then when I reached there, then I actually took around good 2 hours to decide what actually means for me in a tattoo, what it should be. It should describe my life. It should describe my journey. So that's the concept when I actually got my first tattoo.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you took that time, because that's something that's permanent.
I was like, I can't have anything which will be like, okay, I've written something in Chinese or something like that. I want something which is me and which is actually my journey. So that's how it went.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Next question. Favorite food?
Favorite food, Rajma Chawal. which I can't have that much now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one destination you would like to visit.
Paris.
It is nice. It is
Yeah.
nice. इतना भी अच्छा नहीं है, लेकिन it's nice.
My sister has told me to visit. So yeah, she
Yeah.
said that it's nice. You can go
Are
for a
you
while.
very into like historical things? I mean, most of the things in Paris, right? You have like the art galleries and the obviously the Eiffel Tower, but not
Yeah,
much. But
she
okay,
was like,
you go and then let me know how your experience is.
surely.
Okay, favorite dessert? Meet
Jalebi rabdi.
Jalebi rabri. So is that what
Yeah.
is your cheat meal usually? Do you usually follow a stricter diet or is it more?
Yeah, I tend to follow a fixed kind of a diet, not that strict, but decent diet which I can manage everywhere because
Yeah.
yes, you can. It's good to have your idol. You can have Virat Kohli as an idol to fit your diet plan, but what Virat Kohli can get everywhere, you can't get everywhere.
Yeah.
So you need to manage
Definitely.
it well. That what is the basic requirement which I can fulfill everywhere, even if I go to Himachal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I follow a decent kind of a diet plan, and then whenever I want to pleasure myself, I'll see if I can have any sweet dish like basically garam gulab jamun or jalebi. If you can get, I'll have that.
Yeah. Okay, what is one thing you want to do in your life that you have not done yet?
Not done yet. I want to do a concert. That's my
Concert
one
with you
wish.
singing?
Yeah, with me singing. I want to do an
So then
album. I want
we can
to do
do
a
this.
concert.
No, concert. We could do a live concert. That we can get done during this
No.
quarantine.
No.
Like I will
Have a
host
concert
it. We'll
where
have
I have a live band where there's my band playing, and I have improved on my singing, and I just want to enjoy that feel the way other singers just get into that zone. I want to have that feel once.
Okay. If you do want a live one, before you get to that one, let me know. I'll host it. But we'll make sure. I think that's a good idea. I think you should definitely also, look into kind of in the music world as well for a bit. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're going to play a quick game. So I am going to play some voices to cricketers के voices है. You need to guess कि cricketer कौन है. Okay. So first one.
The fast bowler likes to bowl against the wind, but see, it's about what your team wants to do in that situation.
Do you want me to play it again, or do you got it?
Yeah. Play it again.
Okay.
The fast bowler likes to bowl against the wind, but see, it's about.
Yes. Good job. Okay. Next one.
So panicking would say is when we got into single figures, but those will be the most important balls that young leaguers ever face.
Yes.
Well, will ever face.
Good job. Okay. Next one.
Cricket again involved in a good team, and I think I can, have some sort of significant role that whatever Whitey wants me to have and Shippy want me to have, I'm happy to do. So.
Shane Warne.
Yes.
I guess so.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you a hard one now. Because I don't know.
और कोशिश यही थी कि अगर बारी आए तो जितना लंबा खेलूं उतना अच्छा, लेकिन जब टी के बाद मुझे लगा कि मैं कर सकता हूं तो थोड़ा सा मैं
Babar Azam.
Yes. Good job.
He's a good friend of mine, so I can recognize his voice.
Really? That's
yeah,
good, because
we played the under-19 World Cup.
Yeah, you played
together,
under-19. So. Yeah. That's good, because I was like, I don't know, because you were mentioning you don't watch as many matches. So I was like, good job. Got them all
highlights sometimes. Yeah, luckily. I get everyone perfectly right.
Yeah. Okay, now lastly, we're just going to play a quick rapid fire. So I'm going to give you two choices. You need to pick one. So, paratha or chole?
Paratha.
I love parathas too. Text or call?
Call.
Dal makhani or rajma chawal? I guess I know the answer, but
Rajma chawal.
Rajma chawal. Those are two of my favorites. Dine in or delivery?
Dine in.
Okay. Instagram or WhatsApp?
Instagram.
Okay. And then lastly, passenger or driver?
Driver.
Driver. So you like driving.
Yeah.
I guess it's
I
a
love to drive.
little, I mean, in Chandigarh, I guess there's still a little bit. I mean, Chandigarh, at least, you know, the roads are nice. Where it's like, you know, there's
it's planned
rules.
city. It
Yeah.
doesn't have rules are everywhere, but it's not
people actually kind of
traffic
follow
is
the
very
rules
less.
more. Huh? Matlab ke, I
Traffic
go to
is less.
Surat in Gujarat, so it's very different.
No,
I
Surat
can't
is
even.
No, I've been there, so it's
Surat
a
is
nice
fine. I mean,
place.
no, but the place you were living in Surat was
Yeah,
the newer part, right? So when
yeah.
whenever every time I would go to Surat, we were staying in the older part of the city where
Okay.
traffic is like you can't even walk to the other side of the road without maybe even getting hit by a car because no one stops there. But yeah, the newer part is I love. Like we live in the newer part now where the stadiums are.
Okay.
So yeah, there it's much different, less traffic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prasant, for joining
Thank
me
you
on
so
this
much,
quarantine with Rosh. Hopefully you had fun.
Pleasure. Yeah, I loved it and it was pleasure to be a part of your show. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.